Thank you. Good morning, Keithstown. How we doing? Oh, a little bit of sprinkles this morning. At least it didn't get cold enough to turn to snow. Yep, so far so good. A good uneventful Monday yesterday. Everything rolled along just fine. How did your Monday go? Pretty great? I know a lot of times it just don't really do any good to complain about anything. How was everyone else doing today? Let's see some thumbs up, folks. Double tap. Yeah, typical Monday. Supposed it got a little snow last night. Good morning, Nick. How are you? What time is it there, Keith? You must be up and getting ready to head to work yourself. And thank you for commenting on my video yesterday. Good morning, Pop-Tart. I didn't see you yesterday, I don't think. How was the weekend for you? I can understand that. Mickey D's don't have their lights on. I think I'm just gonna grab a cup of coffee if they're open. They might be having technical difficulties. There you go. Don't give up.
Hi, will you be using your McDonald's? Hi, we are not open.
Okay, thank you. Well, there you go. Now we know. Northwest Ohio. Almost to the Michigan line. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta run right on through that there red light there, car. Don't pay no attention to them. I know they say a lot of times if you don't do the vertical feed, you don't get as many trolls, or I get just as many on the computer. I remember Michael Stacking. Haven't heard of him. Well, the coffee here is not as good, but I'm gonna swing in and grab me one. Coin collectors? Huh, I haven't seen that one. I definitely will. I have a few coins of my own I like to. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. Something's up with the universe. Their coffee machine is also broken. That just ain't gonna get it. Yeah, we were supposed to get a little snow last night, but I don't think it got as cold as it was supposed to. Tim Hortons would probably have been open. I could have drove on the other side of town. Yeah, I'd rather just drive up and get me a fresh cup. We have a Tim Hortons on the other side of the river, which is the other half of the town, but I very, very seldom stop there. Back about, a year and a half ago, you could see my videos, I done a house flip, which was right beside a Tim Hortons, so I frequented that every day. I don't look for very many people on a Tuesday. It's usually the slowest day of the week. Wow. Well, you never know, do you? I can't even get people to join a Christmas card club. That's funny. But a lot of people won't put their addresses in on their home page, and I don't like asking for them. I figured, well, if they don't want to fill out the thing like they, it's asked you to, keep a little private, I guess. I did get a little flashlight in the mail yesterday. I was supposed to do a couple short reviews on. I got to do a little Googling and get it all checked out first, but it seems to be a very bright little flashlight that clips on your hat. That's a lot of chocolate, though. Oh, yeah. Sometimes it goes to Columbus. Sometimes it goes to Detroit. But I live between the two places, and I've had people from Columbus send stuff that goes all the way to Detroit past my house just to load on another truck and bring it back to us. Canadian maple syrup. That would be kind of cool. I love the maple syrup. Yeah, my mailing address and everything is on my channel. Pop-Tart, you'll have to, hello ground pounder. It's supposed to last night, but it didn't work out. If you just go to my last video, Pop-Tart, and drop me a comment, that's the only way I can find people's channels. They say they subscribe, but if they're not a public channel, I can't find them. Well, there you go. We'll just wait together for that. It's all turned to rain here, GP. Well, I'm not ready for it. And this little rain is probably just enough to keep me off equipment today. And that's about all I got to do left. Got left to do anyhow. Outside, outside, outside. Well, that one's been here for a long time. My year is slowly winding down. Until the trees start to fall, of course. Metal detecting, that's something I'm going to get back into next year. I think I've decided to let the bowling go for a while, and the wife told me I should have a little fun doing some hunting next year, so I'll probably do a little bow hunting. Well, that's what they, I hear there's a lot of conflict. I don't know how they teach you when you're there. We are still going to try to get to Toronto this year. But everybody we meet on here is super nice. Wow, that's pretty nice. I'm sure you found some interesting things. And why would they close the state parks there? No hiking? Nothing like that, GP? Yeah, Washington is probably would be the last place I'd ever visit. Well, then you probably got something a little better than a Garrett 350. That's what I use. I'm just a avid novelist, or whatever they call it. How far are you from Toronto, Pop-Tart? GP, are you going to get out in the hunting blind today? Keith, are you still hanging out with us? Everybody gets quiet once they pop in. Yeah, Garrett is kind of the big name around here. Well, that's almost like driving across the state of Ohio. Welcome in everyone. How's everybody doing today? GP, are you still with us? Well, that ain't too bad. I think I got that much in mine. And it's kind of upper, lower level. Yeah, I definitely got to get a little better about listening to the tones, and I dig up a lot of crap. Yeah, that's what I do too, kind of localize it, but once I get, you know, the lump out of the hole, I'll use my pen pointer every once in a while. Especially around the edge of water, stuff like that. Yeah, whites. Whites is a big name too. Pretty scary, Philip. We never know. Wow, I don't think I found anything. One time, I found like a 1905 something. I think it was a buffalo. Found a lot of musket, slugs, stuff like that. That is true, Philip, that is true. Or what is hiding in the woods waiting for to jump out on us? Cha 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 cha. Ka 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 ka. Hello, Danielle. Well, I always verify my ID because I'm over 18. George Schilling. I don't think Bigfoot likes to get wet. They say he smells funny when he's wet. Like an old wet dog. This little sprinkle keeps up. New Zealand, welcome in. We have a girl that usually pops in on our morning chats. Her first name is Zealand. Yeah, we find a lot of pennies here. But everybody's going to start collecting them now. You know, they haven't made them since August, and they're not going to make any more, so they're going to be a collector's item. I'm sure they're going to stay in circulation, but yeah, I think next year will be 250, correct? And that's the way it should be. I knew what you meant. I think some places around here would always round up, oh. I don't know, you know, they only got rid of the penny because it cost more to make it than it was worth, face value. So, I don't know if the nickel will be the same way or not. One time, I come out here and I done around the campground and the volleyball courts, stuff like that. I didn't really, I don't like digging in the state parks. They allow it here, you know, as long as you're putting your sod back, but I see people come through here, and especially right here in this area, they will come through this area and just overturn the lumps and just leave them lay. Well, what is it, 5 o'clock there in the morning? No dog man today, Aiden. I did hear some barking, though. I'm not saying it is, I'm not saying it ain't, but You never know. Oh, that it does. And this place here, more than its share. Well, yeah, same time as here. Now, do you ever metal detect streams and stuff like that? No squats yet. I think the dog man barking probably spooked him. You know, if I was Bigfoot, I would probably have the dog man as a pet. But, you know, them guys can't hang out together. They'll be easily detected. How was your weekend, Hayden? Thanks for stopping in. Yep, that's what they do. Kind of the same way with camping and everything else here. You'll get one or two people come through and just destroy a place, and next thing you know, shut them down. What is the most expensive coin that you have found so far, Pop-Tart? We all need to go camping, Hayden. All across Ohio, Kentucky. Morning, Craig. Morning. Wow, there you go. No, McDonald's is actually closed this morning. We were going to stop and just get a cup of coffee, but then we went to the gas station and their freaking coffee machine was broke. So here I am, stuck with a Red Bull. And gold is what I would be looking for. That was a pretty good find. Yeah, no coffee as of yet, but I had a big cup at home. You never heard me mention that, Bill. And you know the rules of the channel. Yeah, some people think, the older the stuff is, the deeper it's going to be, but that's not always work. A lot of people will hit these fields out here, they had a lot of 1840 war action around this area, so every time the farmers disc the fields up around here, you'll see them out there checking for everything they can find. A lot of arrowheads around this area too. How we doing this morning, Craig? Most of the people I know, when they find stuff, it just goes in a collection or a box. Out there just for the hobby, but I mean, you can sometimes make some decent money. Good to hear, Craig. Good to hear. Well, I'm not up on the history and artifacts probably like I should be to be out there digging, but I don't think I'm in the area to find anything but old pennies. I don't think there was very many Romans in this area. Or any other foreigners for that matter, back in the day. Good morning, Jerry. Yeah, that's just it. This stuff is out there. Hello, trucker man. For anybody to find, but when you find it and then the government wants to step in and get their part of it, one thing led to another. What a pun, Jerry, what a pun. Uh-oh. You see that? Was that a fox? There's a fox. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Big fox. Into the canal he went. I hope you guys got to see that on the screen. Fox, fox, fox. Oh, close call, Jerry. We almost got him. Bing, bing, ding, 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 ding. That's what the fox says. I knew we had a lot more in here, but man, these things are hard to spot sometimes. Yeah, just as the fox. Maybe that's why the fox crossed the road, because the rain had quit. I'm gonna have to replay that. Maybe I'll get to zoom in on it. Arr. Maybe that's where the barking was coming from. Maybe it was Fox Man instead of Dog Man this morning. Silly fox. Oh, I could definitely see that it was a fox looking at it. Little fluffy tail and all. Way bigger than a cat. Not quite big dog size. At least the windshield got clean from the rain. That's what the fox says. Comments have to stick? What do you mean, Pop-Tart? Yeah, saw something. But I'll have to make a movie, and then I'll have to slow it down and put in some dramatic, scary music. Slow it down 5 times, zooming in. Instant replay. You know, that's how they make a... Well, that's probably what happens. I get 20 or 30 on the weekend, and then I lose 40 on Monday morning. I mean, does it unsubscribe the subscriber, or do I just lose it on the count? Something is definitely up with it, that is for sure, because I've had, I don't know, probably 250 more subs than what my channel shows now. Well, sometimes they're fun to mess with. Clear all the history, Jerry. Hello, the real evil Roy. Oh, well, we just seen a fox, so I thought I'd turn around and drive back through, but I'm sure once he's gone, or her. But we are just killing some time before work starts. Thank you for the thumbs up, folks. And Pop Tart is telling us, if you guys decide you want to subscribe, please leave a comment. Hello, Cloto. I do. Get in early, get out early is what I say. Think positive. Think positive. Hey, I got some happy poop. Thank you very much, Clow. That is true. Hello, Charles Carrington. How you doing? Charles, have you followed Pop-Tart there yet? Please do so. Welcome in, welcome in. So far, we got about 2 minutes before the first vehicle will come rolling in. Oh, we got plenty of time, Charles, plenty of time. I got to clock in. The first thing I do is got to run to town and fuel the trucks. Cuckoo. I am a maintenance technician for the state. A little bit of everything. There you go, Pop-Tart. Charles, Pop-Tart is telling us if a subscriber does not leave a comment, the subscription does not go through. There you go. There you go. Joshua, good morning. Josh, I know you subscribed the other day. Did you drop a comment on a video for me? Yeah, Pop-Tart was telling us that I appreciate that. You might have to resubscribe, so check the channel and make sure it didn't boot you off of it. I know a lot of people, I've even been booted off people's channels before. I don't know why. You know, it's kind of like the chat. If you don't comment, I think every 2 minutes it doesn't boot you from the chat, but it does take your number off. Yep, that is my rule also. No video, no subscription. Help me by helping yourself, folks. Yeah, we've got a few ghost band people that come in. They can talk to me, but no one else can see them. I appreciate you very much. I will return the comment. Thank you. Did you check and see if you were still subscribed, Josh? Well, somebody's probably been making good money off those emojis. Well, thank you, sir. I was telling earlier there that a company has sent me a awesome little flashlight to do a review on. I got to get online and kind of review it. Check out their history, how long they've been around. Boo. Hello, J Child. Here comes my vehicle now. Turn a little bit so my headlights are not in his face. He will stop up there and feed the squirrels first. Hello, Gino. Good morning, good morning. Gino, did you start a joke the other day? About, I think we were talking about Davy Crockett or... Nope, they always come through and feed the squirrels. I got about 15 minutes before I head to work. I don't know, we were talking about Davy Crockett, and you said something about what was his last words on the Senate floor or something like that. And then you never came back, so... There you go. Gross. Good morning, Annie. How are you doing? A skunk rolling down a hill. Or that too. You don't remember what we were talking about, Gino? Isn't there a town in Texas called Hell? Yeah, I think we were talking, somebody said he died on the Senate floor or something. But it was kind of like everything else, you know. Somebody brought up a topic and then 22 people had different ideals about it. Doctor said put it on my bill. You know, I stopped at the pharmacy one time to pick up a prescription, and the pharmacist told me that the doctor hadn't signed off on it. So they give me a slip to have the doctor sign. So I had to go to the doctor, and I'm sitting there for about an hour, you know, waiting. They keep coming out and calling people in from the waiting room, you know, and then finally I stood up and said, "Hey, Doc," I said, "can you just sign this for me? I'm just here from the pharmacy." He says, "Oh, sure." So he reaches in his pocket, and he, with a funny look on his face, he pulls out a retinal thermometer. He says, "Oh, I bet some butthole has my pen." She said it was a nun rolling down a hill. What does Santa ask for all this time? I don't know, Annie. Let us know. Make it clean. Make it clean. Very nice. Daylight is approaching, folks. Nope, that was good enough. You got the idea there. Over. You too, Gino. Appreciate you stopping in. Hello. How are you, Elaine? Almost work time. That is correct. If you guys get bored, jump on my video, probably a year ago, about the strange bird I seen here in the park. Charles, did you check out Pop-Tart? Very cool, very cool. My grandson was trying to explain some scientific things the other day. What note does a piano play if you throw it in a mine shaft? D minor, B minor, there you go. trying to explain to me some scientific fact about the planets and stuff. And about that time, this big flock of Canadian geese come over. And I said, look, I said, do you see how the left side is short and the right side is real long on that V pattern? I said, do you know why that is? Well, he started off with some kind of aerodynamic wind thing, and I'm like, nope. So the reason the one side is longer is because there's more ducks over there. Very good, very good. Now this is some good jokes. I probably can't remember none of them, but pretty good. I'm right next to the one of the biggest Campbell soup plants we have in the U.S. Charles, we did see a fox earlier. Give me one more thumbs up, folks, before we get out of here today. I knew Tuesday is a slow day, but that's okay. I'm just here for the chit-chat. It was a conspiracy theory, Charles. Everybody, say hello to Pop-Tart. Give them a check out there, guys. I gotta go make the donuts. I've made the donuts. I've been so tired that I've met myself coming and going. I'm going to make a mad dash for the office, folks, so if I lose you, I will be right back. I promise. Maybe that little rain passes, it's going to be a beautiful morning. Yeah, I think we got enough states here already. I mean, nothing against Canada, but wake up, people. We're almost out of here, Pop-Tart. Almost out of here. Folgers is my brand. No more new people, no more thumbs up. Look at there, Charles. The boat docks are gone. Yay! And the rain's back. Welcome back, rain. Got just a few more moments here, folks. Invisible Man. Take a little break while you can. But, I mean, if you got a lot of hobbies, it really don't bother you that much. But I know, some hobbies you just can't get out in the middle of the night and do. But indoor hobbies is always great. Everybody left us. Jerry, are you still lurking in there to the last minute? Charles is here. I kind of knew Charles was still here. Charles, any big plans on today? What's the weather looking like down there? I am going to do my best to get down there Friday night, Saturday sometime. And boom, a number 2. And then they were gone. I get by with a little help from my friends. Huh. Somebody sent a dime. Yeah, that is just crazy. Pop-Tart dropped me a comment on a video, and I will check and make sure that it hasn't kicked me out. Because I know when people drop me a comment, I at least click on it with a like and say thanks. Rain for that's about right. If I head down that way, it'll definitely start raining. It's supposed to be in the 50s here today, but well, it is up to 38. I think that is hotter than it got all day yesterday. Well, you keep popping in here, Pop-Tart. We'll get you back up there. How many videos do you have on your channel? Do you got any metal detecting ones? Six videos. Well, like I say, drop me a comment and I'll give you a check here in just a few. Oh yeah. I mean, there one day there, it was just shut down completely. You couldn't even go live. And I noticed that with my monetization too. Sometimes I'm say up $70 and then the next day I'm down to 50. Oh no, we'll get you there. I got a nephew I'll send your direction to. His name is Camperman 2025. I'll send him a text when I get off here and I'll have him give you a follow. We can do this, man. We can do this. I seen Nomadic popped on last night. Said he downloaded the video, but when I went to try to watch it, the video had been taken down. Yeah, just like you said, you know, people, you got to get that comment and stuff going on. Camperman had that same problem. And I usually give it about a week. You know, if I follow someone from a live or whatever, if they haven't came back and gave me a follow, I give them about a week, then I delete them. Yeah. I've got a few from Denmark in here. All right, I got about 30 seconds and I got to get off here. That gives me 5 minutes to drive. 3. appreciate everybody who come in today. Thanks for hanging out with me. Look out, bird. All right, I'll go look for that comment right here in a minute. See you later, guys. Have a wonderful day.